It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host with the host with the most. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host with the host with the respectfully. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host with the host with the most. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host with the host with the respectfully. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host with the host with the energy. It's the host.
And we back. Hey, countdown. It's real. And we is back again with Speak Freely. Y'all ready for this? Let me stop. You already know it's the host with the most, back again on Speak Freely. I think it's episode 3. We back at it, y'all. I do have a special guest with me today, a queen, a sister of mine. Her name is Ivory. She is an upcoming artist, and I want y'all to welcome her in. Come on, girl. Hey, queen. Hello. It's so good to have you. Oh my gosh. This is a blessing.
It is.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
Ooh, it's so good to see you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So how's your day been so far? How you feel?
Oh, it's been good. Very relaxed. Out today. Taking myself on a date.
No. Don't like that stuff. Can't.
No.
Okay. So, we already talked about that last week. If you ain't know, tune in on those episodes that you missed. But it's so good to have you here. I'm not gonna lie. It's some topics I definitely would love to get into, but who knows what we're gonna pull out the jar today. You know what's gonna happen. But again, it's definitely a blessing to have her in my presence right now. Just give everybody a feel of where you from, type of music that you have, where they can find you at, where they can stay in tune and locked in with you and all that good stuff.
You can find me everywhere on every platform: Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud. It is under Ivory, EYEVRY. That's with YouTube videos, wherever under Ivory. It's a very unique name. So it pulls right up. So EYEVRY. I'm from Florida. Represent the home team.
Gotta represent.
Gleefully, you feel me? Yes, I am from Florida. I'm out in Savannah because of the military, but it's kind of similar to Florida, in and out. But yeah, you can just go on any platform. I'm a Florida baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in Savannah doing my thing right now.
Doing her thing right now, respectfully, understand. We definitely appreciate your service, though, for real.
Thank you.
It's well needed, though, It ain't easy to do that, especially being a woman, though. So that's a whole different other world.
Facts.
It's like do something later. You never know, but stay locked in. What is it giving? It's giving dry time.
It's giving dry time.
It's giving dry time.
Let's see.
Listen. It's giving shake 'em up. We not playing. We want the topic of the day. Okay? Let's see what we got. Woo!
It's easy.
Let's see.
Motherhood.
We can relate.
Baby.
We can do.
9 months. Over and over.
Woo. It's giving scratch neck.
Mark.
What?
Real life out here.
Real life, real tigers. Stop playing. I'm a lion dog.
Stop playing.
Yo, but motherhood. Man,
Yes.
That's a real hood. That's
When
a
you
real
don't
one.
graduate fast. Still in
I don't
every
even think
day.
he ever would graduate
Right.
though, for real.
Even when the kids
Different
leave the
stages, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You graduate different
Mhm.
different stages of motherhood. So I can say that though.
house.
So I have 4 boys. My first son was a stillbirth. It have been 10 months, April 5th, that he has been gone. Thank you. And honestly, I have to say this because this happened to me 2 days ago. Well, a day ago, and then it's happened 2 times before. But I'm getting in a space of not wanting people to say I send my condolence or I'm sorry because I'm not in that phase no more. You know, I'm reaching my 10-year market to where I'm not sad. And of course, I'm not happy, but I have healed in a space of I'm okay. I'm content of knowing and fully accepted what has happened. But God has still blessed me with 3 amazing boys after that. I truly love all my children. And how many children do you have?
I have 2. I have a boy and a girl.
Okay.
Just piggyback off your last comment, it's a level of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like we reach a level of understanding as a grief to where it's like you gotta understand this was needed to take place to make me be fueled to where I need to go and to make my family be different. You know what I'm saying? Be impacted in a different way. So it's like sometimes you accept the grief, but then it's a part of understanding where it's like you gotta. You know what I'm saying? I get that.
You don't even have to do too much or even have to give too much energy into it in a certain point because time has passed and you have coped and deal with it in your own way to be able to feel and, you know, to be grounded in the moment for what it is and be able to talk about it, speak it freely.
Right.
You don't want to recycle
that energy.
At all. And I am very proud to be able to be just in the moment of being able to, you know, just being so free to talk about it because years ago, it was just like anytime just to mention just the word stillbirth, it was just like tears just running through, you know, running down from my face. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I can't. Thank you so much. I just couldn't really like factor in like what was really happening to me in my life at the moment. Is happening in 2012, honestly. And my ages of my sons are 9, 4, and 1. It's just like these kids is growing so quickly. You forget. Okay, for a second. Right. Hold on.
Celebrate together.
Like you, boy, come here.
Right.
Yes, speak freely. Yeah. But yeah, motherhood is definitely a real hood. It's not easy every day. But before I get into too much of talking about me, actually distinguishing the two with being an entrepreneur and branching on my brand and still being a mother, and at the same time, regardless of what anybody might say, I know that we are phenomenal ones. You understand? We are phenomenal. Okay, to all the phenomenal mothers out there, say motherhood. Okay, because I wish it would. But yeah, so how do you balance the two when it comes to being an artist, from like the recording time to being able to go out to network to anything that can help you elevate to where you are versus just being a mom? Like how do you balance that?
It's the hardest thing to balance. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the hardest thing to balance because you're not really balancing things. Like, to be real, it's like I can't balance my kids and my music career because they won't fit on the same scale. I have to make a sacrifice. And that's the harshest thing to tell your kids, like, hey, I can't stay up late tonight watching this movie because I'm coming back from the studio around 2 a.m. You'll be asleep. But it's like I have to explain it to them in a way where, like, these days will be shorter and the successful days will be way longer. So don't think about these days right now where mommy's at the studio late, or you know what I'm saying, mommy's got to go to this photo shoot and you're not invited because the dogs are gonna. Don't think about that these days. Think about the days ahead. It'll be longevity of just success and relaxing, and mommy gonna have to go because I set it up now, made sacrifices now. So it's like when I talk to my kids like that, they understand like she gotta go. You know what I'm saying? She gotta do this, her dreams, and they see. My daughter watch my YouTube, she follow my Instagram, she sees. Telling her friends at school, I'm on rap. She want to post music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the kids like, okay, that's cool. So she understands. In order for her to be her best, she got to go through these sacrifices. And I may not get everything right now, but I got time to get everything that I want in the long run. She be working like this. So it's like my kids understand. Sacrifice.
For sure. That is a mouthful. You understand me? Motherhood.
Facts.
Motherhood.
Mind you,
Okay.
you do this. A lot of people have partners. That's a beautiful thing. It's even harder when it's someone.
Yeah.
It's even harder when you're a single parent because it's like, now I still gotta find time to date. Like,
Right.
I'm trying to do this. Like, like it's a lot. It's
Right.
a
And
lot.
mothers need their time too. Even not being a single mom, but still having the fathers to be present in their lives to do what they
Right.
have to do. I don't even want to say that what y'all need to do. Everybody know what they need to do. If you created these children, you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta speak freely on that because you know. So if you know, you know. That's it.
Shout out to my son's dad on everything he ain't helping me. You know
That
what I'm
part.
saying?
Bang,
I'm
bang.
just a single parent in my own right as far as relationship with him.
That part.
But
That
as
part.
far as his son, they won.
Appreciate. Look, and you gotta give props to the real dads out there that's doing what they have to do. You get what I'm saying? Not for Father's Day, birthdays, but for none of that. And I ain't trying to bash y'all. Again, this platform is for me to speak freely. Don't take it personal. You understand? But nah, for real. It's definitely real when it comes to motherhood. Heavy on the sacrifice. It's so crazy that you said that because I even actually put it out there publicly on Facebook. One morning I was actually getting ready, and I mean every day of the week it was getting off of work, going to do something, getting off of work, going to do something, getting off work. It was like y'all ate, y'all good, I'm out.
Yep.
I gotta go. But when my son hit me and told me, "Mommy, you always leaving," it hit different. You know what I'm saying? I shared my moment with them. I gave them a hug and I told them that I'm loving them, and it's all for a purpose at the end of the day. Embrace that. I had my tears to myself when I was riding to work. I ain't even gonna hold you. But then the next time he see me get ready and he said, "Mommy, it ain't easy being a boss."
Let's go.
I put it on my life.
Let's
When my son said it ain't easy being a boss, it's the fact that you see Mommy though.
I rock with you.
You see what I'm doing. And I'm raising you to be the same. You understand me? I'm a stallion. You know what time it is.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Again, it's not easy being a mother, but at the end of the day, we do this.
Thanks.
Without a mother, you got the therapist, the counselor, the doctor, like the friend,
The lover.
everything. The TLC is real over here. And I gotta listen, you know I gotta be on your back. Especially when it comes to the boys.
Yeah.
It's real. Thank you, Prada Too Crazy. Drop Speak Freely. Hey. But it's definitely real out here, man. Has it ever been a moment though that you felt like you didn't want to be a mother no more? Have you ever had a moment to where it's just like mentally you wasn't really there, like you really felt like it was out of place and wasn't really being the mother that you know you could be to these children?
I'm gonna be all the way honest. I'm very transparent.
Yeah, drop the ball because we dropping them.
When I had kids, I had my kids in a situation of love with a person. And my kids came through that. It was never, oh, let's plan this out, let's do this the right way, let's get married. It was just, you have so much love, you just created, you feel me? And my kids came about. I was not prepared to be a mother. I was not prepared to stop everything I had going. I was not, but the universe showed me that I was prepared to stop. You feel me? You are prepared to stop right here, because if not, you're going to go somewhere else and do something else, and it's going to prolong your journey. So I got to put this in front of you so you can understand what unconditional love is. You can understand what strength is, because right now, you keep going solo, you're not going to survive and make it. So my kids came as my strength and my unconditional love. They both provide that. So it's like, now I'm moving like, dang, powerful, breaking through stuff. And it's like, if I didn't have kids, would I even be fighting this hard, going this hard? You feel me? I'd probably be bumming it, married to somebody that ain't, you know what I'm saying? I just be around here wilding. So I think my kids came to give me the extra oomph in the back. I was never prepared. And it's like, as time went on, it's like you're doing it in solitude. You like, oh my gosh, I'm failing. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time your child come home to you and they like, I got bullied or somebody picked on me. I'm like, man, why are you picking on my kids? Like, I gotta like, you feel and you take it so personal. Like, I take it so personal. My daughter is insecure about something. And I'm like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So at times I was so hard on myself. I was like, I can't do this right. You know what I'm saying? I still want to be the young girl I was and do all this stuff without having to be accountable for a whole nother human being balance. Like, I'm really accountable for my children's balance in life. And I was so scared, like, I'm not even balanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I going to balance you out? And it just, in the beginning stages, it was so hard for me to cope because I didn't grow up in the whole loving household where you have all of that. So I didn't know what to do. So it's like in the beginning, I'm like, nah, this ain't me. I don't know how to love. I don't know how to play. Granted, the universe is like, well, I'm giving you the way to love, the way to be strong. Yeah, you might not know what to do, but they're going to teach you.
That part.
Like, even though I wasn't ready, and I had my moments in the beginning, it's like they taught me why I needed it.
Yes.
I can't keep going without them. So it's like, I'm there now. Like, I'm there. We a partnership now. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what time it is. Mommy get up at 3 a.m. Don't bother her. You know what I'm saying? She meditates. You know what I'm saying? They know me so well that they help my success. So it's like at times I have had moments where I'm like, especially when you still trying to be an individual and have successful relationships with people. And you still got to be successful with your kids. Sometimes it makes me feel like I am failing at everything. You know what I'm saying? My kids got this going on. My relationship's going bad. So it's like at times those moments are like pauses for me. Like, damn, am I doing this right? Those are the moments where I doubt myself. But then it's like my kids.
It's temporarily though. It's temporary.
And they're like, oh my, that situation happened. Okay, and God just used them to pour into me, and I'm like, all right, we back in this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I fail, when I feel like I'm failing, I had those moments. But the kids are true. They're the purpose. So it's like
purpose,
balance me out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sure. I felt that. Again, she is speaking freely, saying a whole mouthful. You understand? I can relate on every level there is from that perspective. Like, again, ain't no hood like motherhood. Y'all really want to be here if it wasn't for the mothers. And of course, God. We ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, God.
We ain't gonna forget you.
Yeah, or we could never. Listen, we moving right now and doing all this because of you. Respectfully. In your image, you better know it. But nah, that was deep. I really like how the way you just answered that. That really was this. I really connected with that on a whole nother level because the strength that my kids give me when I do feel low at moments and being tested in moments and just having everything around me where I feel like the world is against me. You know what I'm saying? And I've had, not now, but have had the moments where the world was against me. But my safe and happy place was those boys looking at me in my face, just wanted to be under me, in my presence, hugging me and saying the words, "You're the best mom ever."
Right. It'll be okay.
Yes. Mommy, why are you crying?
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry. Right.
That little simple phrase my daughter told me, I was crying. And I'm like taking everything personal. I'm losing it. And she walked by, put her hand on my back, and she was like, "You don't even have to worry." And kept walking. And I was like, don't think about that. You know what I'm saying?
It is
really
you have to
fucking worry about them. Like, I'm over here crying and she right. And she just fell on walking to the kitchen like, you tripping. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But those little simple things, it be the simple things. We want such a vast answer from God or the universe or your friends to come and drop something. And it be that simple. You don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
You want to be crying right now? You want to be upset? It's because you care that you're hurting. And that's what she was telling me. Like, stop caring. And, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, whoa, like, nowadays. That's
exactly what it is. It's just so amazing that when we pour into our children pour right back into us. And you think they're not listening to the moments happen. You know what I'm saying? Until the life experience happen in the moment for it to be like, now, mommy, I gotta give you everything that you done gave on to do. And just watching it, you know, like even from other mothers and kids that's, you know, way older than our children now and whatnot. But it's truly amazing. For you to have the best of both worlds though, and for me,
you gotta get going.
You have the best of both worlds, and I have boys, so again, me just speaking freely, boys, I love being a boy's mom wholeheartedly. I just feel like it is a different type of bond with a boy. It's strong, and it's just honestly, it's in the space of unexplainable because I feel like it's a challenge when it could come with a daughter and a mom, but at the same time, I can't really speak on it too much, but I still can speak freely about it because I don't have girls, but I am a female, and I know I can't take another me. You get what I'm saying? And it's just so ironic and a blessing. The fact of the matter that God blessed me from my stillbirth for being a boy, so all boys down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Doing something really good in life for you, get boys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Them little girls.
It's something else.
My son is just technology, games, just figuring out. He's a figurer out. Like boys just like to figure stuff out. Whether they go jump off a car or something, they're figuring out all day. They figuring out if they can do something. That's really their whole life. Like, let me go mess this up to figure out. They're really logical. You feel me? They logically, and then when they see you hurt, they love on you so strong. Man, they already had that in them as a child to like protect you, love you.
Right.
But little girls cry around one, she gonna walk around you like 4 times. Like it's just like another you looking at you like, what's up with you? And then it's like they're sweet like boys up until they get around like 6, 7. Okay. And it's kind of like here's their personality. They have to deal with this for 18 years. And it's like it's sassy, the attitude. You know, I don't want to wear this. I give my son anything where I don't care. It could be Barney on it. He 9. You know what I'm saying? He'll still rock it outside and play like he does not care. My daughter try to throw her baby bomb shirt. She gonna look at me. What's up with you? I got her the iPhone, the SE. Trying to save money. Like, let me get the SE. I got iPhones, and I know kids run through. She looked at me like, "Sis, this ain't a number. This is an SE. This ain't a number phone." She looked like that.
No,
hey, no bill.
Right, what are you doing?
Going through. She's like, "Sis, I'm not taking this for school." I'm like, "What? The kids there?
Right,
this type of stuff. They gonna laugh at me." I'm like, man, y'all females is different. Like, my son do not care. He would go to school with a plastic phone and be bumping.
And the fact that it's an iPhone, though, you really checking the number. You really checking the numbers, though. And I think it's crazy because my son, my 9-year-old, he actually had to think the same phone, though. It's no number on it.
She be bugging. It's just because sons do not care. They don't care. Anything they eat, anything. Daughters.
I think boys, y'all just like noodles. Y'all like noodles and junk, and chicken. They ain't chicken, okay? And then when and when you make a full course meals, depending on if it's your favorite, you'll eat it all. If not, it's giving very much. I'll take a pack of noodles, and you won't cook. You understand me? You will literally cook a whole full course. Now I want noodles. And I want to play Fortnite.
They simple, simplistic.
Yeah,
men start off being simple. I'm gonna be real. Men start off being simple. It is the woman that comes in and down.
I'm telling you, I love God. I love God. Okay, I love God.
Right. Okay. 3 is a blessing.
Yo, I gotta be the queen of the castle. I can't do it.
No. I'm doing hair all the time.
I can do hair. No, yes.
You probably think I can't do nothing for rents.
She said ball rents.
I gotta pay $200 to get plaits and braids with the colors in them.
But that's what you gotta learn,
be
though.
Natural? You don't want to be she like
no,
right. I don't want to be natural yet. Give me time like you had time. Let me rock some stuff, and I'm like, dang, bro, I really don't know how to do this. I can barely be on edges. I'm like swooping like 30 minutes in the morning. I get so frustrated. I'm like, I cannot do girls' hair. Like that's just not
you ever? I know you watch YouTube and watch some stuff.
Girl, it's in the wrist. I just can't do it. No. The brushing.
You don't got all the brushes.
Yeah, the ponytail always had a little bump right here when you gotta get barbecue.
Oh my God!
Looking like, bro, you suck.
Right.
Mommy was a tomboy growing up. I didn't have to do this. Like,
yo, I love. But the thing is, it's crazy how I didn't have a girl. You know, big shout out to my goddaughter Kalia. But I gravitate to little girls so well, though. I'm not gonna lie, but when it comes to the sassiness and you just thinking you're gonna talk back and do all that extra stuff, it's gonna very much. Go ahead, say my See my second.
What time is it?
Yeah.
She outside.
But not for real though, like, but I think it all comes with patience. It comes with time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just learning your daughter, just learning learning young ladies and that sort. It's the heart and the eyes. Hey. But yeah, just learning them and seeing what they like, what they don't like. And I see that you mentioned the bullying, right? So what show was it? It's a show that I have watched that I'm just like, I know I have to pay very closely to my children.
Victoria.
Not that one. It's something, and I don't want to mention it because it was like the worst part, but this was something that actually still stuck in my head to know that when he got home, his mom did not know. He had a broom, and the girl that passed away, she passed.
It's like 11 daily. Not 11.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, 13 reasons why. 13 reasons why. Yes.
Yeah,
13 reasons why. My gosh. When I say that show have opened my mind, I'm a very open-minded person. I grew to be that person. I'm gonna say that because those that know me before, I wasn't that then, but I'm that now. Right. But you're just being a very open person. It's like you really have to be in tune with everything that's going on with your kid, to the point where the fact that, why you don't want to eat that today? Like, why you not drinking nothing? You know what I'm saying? And really know, like, from their clothes, the washing the clothes, you get what I'm saying? Check it under the bed. It's not me being nosy. I need to know, because if it's something that you're facing silently, I can't wake up to no surprises. You don't know what that would do to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'll be around my kids.
Yeah. And I'm super, like, me and my daughter's relationship. So she's a priest. My son is young.
Yeah.
Really ain't really dealing with that like that. With my daughter, it's like me and her relationship is so close that she grew to be like everything that I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When I was young, I went through the bullying. You know, we grew up in shelters. My mom was poor. I didn't have fresh hairdos every day. Went months without new shoes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm very humble because life gave me the bad crap first. You know what I'm saying? And then as I got older, all my work gave me the good stuff. So I'm humble because I worked for it. Right. I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with my child, she didn't have to experience none of the stuff I went through in the previous times of me growing up. But she still knows it because it never changed. You didn't get to meet a mother who was on top. And now I just act like I don't know what happened. Like, I made you learn, like, our relationship is so close to where she knows, like, all my stories, all my secrets at 11. So it's like, I would have listened to everybody else, like, oh, she's not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And then be caught off guard, like you said, by surprises. I'll come home one day and you telling me pregnant at 15 because I didn't care about acting because I just assumed that you was just good. Like, I asked my daughter at 11, like, you know what you like? Yes. Do you know who you are? Do you know what you're interested in? Like, we had a talk the other day. Like, do you like males? Do you like females? Whatever you're into, like, I know where your head is at.
Right
so
now, yes.
Accepted or not? Like,
exactly.
How do you feel? Do you feel like an outcast because of what you think? You know what I'm saying? There's other girls around you thinking this way, or other boys around you. Ask her all that. She at first it was like, okay, she had to feel my angle, like, she could do something if I say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And then when she seen, like, you know, I'm really trying to understand me, like, it just, every day it was just, she started willingly coming on her own, like, Mom, I figured out I don't really like that. You know, I thought about what you said about liking stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to do that. Right. So it's like, I'm that parent too. Like, I'm super involved, but I let her breathe. You know what I'm saying? She's super responsible. Like, my daughter's 11, and it's like having a 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to deal with
she popping.
Right. I don't have to deal with all the chaoticness of having a preteen. She's like very mature. My daughter looks up colleges all the time. She's 11. You know what I'm saying? Want to go to HBCU, want to do stuff like just be in that world so bad. And she's a loner. Like, I'm a loner. So I don't have to worry about the drama, caddy, all this stuff with her friend. I don't have to experience that. I didn't grow up with that. So like, she's just walking in my footsteps. And I'm making sure with this life, I don't make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So it's like very transparent, very easy for her to say something to me or tell me what's going on. I done went through her journals and I'm reading it, and there's not nothing in there she hasn't told me. So it just made me feel like, all right,
Yeah.
You're going in the right, you know what I'm saying, right
direction.
momentum.
Yes.
For
Oh
sure.
my God.
For sure.
That is so heartfelt. Do you understand when you have that type of bond with your child to be able to be so openly expressive in a moment to share those things? You know how many kids don't tell their mother a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
I don't even have that type of bond with my own mom. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my mom suffers from schizophrenia and bipolar. Like that's a whole different other world. You get what I'm saying? A whole different world. Okay? Do you understand that? And it's real. But I ain't gonna get into mental health because the mental health again is a whole different world. And it takes a lot of strength. You hear me? I'm not gonna cross me free today. I'm not gonna do it, but we said we not gonna chase waterfalls.
Yeah,
but that do hit different though, bro. You understand? Like that do hit different.
It hits even harder when one thing I want to make clear. A lot of us are suffering from mental health, right?
Yeah.
And we pass it down to our children like this is a traditional trait of character.
That part.
It's not.
It's not. It's
like,
really not.
My mom suffered from mental health for years, bro, and she still didn't get the help. She lost custody of us. All this stuff happened, and I took initiative to put myself in there because I know how my ways of thinking might be influenced by how she raised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How she was moving. So it's like when I do certain stuff, I got to take a step back and be like, okay, let me make sure this isn't something that was like conditioned in me.
Yes.
And make sure it's my choices because you can carry on mental health logic thinking that it's true logic.
Exactly.
That's how that person raised you. Now you around here, as soon as somebody says something to me, let me swing on them. That's a person who's dealing with that anger and their emotions who can't communicate, but you don't see it that way. You see it as I'm getting tried. So I hate myself. And the logic is so messed up. So it's like I had to take a step back and put myself in therapy so I could be a better mother for my daughter. So I won't pass down what my mom threw on me or situations people I was raised by threw on me. And the crazy thing is, when you're in therapy, you start to realize how many people have mental health problems who ain't getting nothing checked out. Because now you're in the real world, and then you go into this matrix and you watch people and you like, wow, you really need help. You know what I'm saying? But you really think this is logical and it's not your fault. Your parents did this to you.
Right.
And it's like you trying to like fight to get those people out. You really gonna hurt yourself because it starts with them. You know what I'm saying? It starts with them. Like you have to recognize the error. You can't try to be so perfect. I had to stand up.
It's no such thing though.
Yeah, I had that whole stand with myself. Like I'm not going to therapy. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Like, yo, I'm a child of the system. I probably need to go the most. You know what I'm saying? I had to hit that reality check. Like, bro, let's figure yourself out. Get a second opinion. Know how to navigate and not be ashamed. What's going on in your mind? What's going on in your thoughts? Some people have what's it called? Postpartum.
Yeah, postpartum.
And they think something wrong with them. They get left. Mothers get left like that.
Yeah.
You know, because the men don't understand that postpartum is mental health declining after losing all these hormones.
And a lot of men don't think that is, sorry to cut you off, a lot of men don't even think that is real. And the only reason why I'm saying a lot of men, I'm speaking from a man that I once was with. That's why I say a lot of men, because I do know not only him have felt that way, other men too have felt that it's not serious. You know what I'm saying? It's a serious matter, especially being a first time mom. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm doing here.
And then you losing all these hormones out your body. It will cause a chemical shift. Like that's the science of it. When you carry the life for 9 months, and it's coming out of you, and you got to go back to the same cells that kept you alive as a person. Your body all the way
trying to transition. But it once was, and it's not even going to never be the same.
And still give life to this outside body now. You gotta breastfeed, and now your body ain't the same. I did.
When they did a little nip and I thought it was a bit, I was like, Bring that bottle, excuse me. Press this button. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you please,
Get it off. No.
I was not ready. I was not ready, okay? We ain't doing that. But that's good.
Ain't no body change.
It does.
Out of the whole body, out of your body.
Right.
And the man is supposed to see when you gonna go back to the girl you first started dating. Like, hold up,
right.
I just birthed something into the world. You know how much energy just came out of me? Like, I gotta bounce back and get my energy back up. This is 9 months of just storing energy for this child to come out powerful. And I'm over here depleted. And you mad because my attitude done changed and I'm crying a lot. I am lost. Okay.
Right.
I
and listen, that part. I'm trying to figure out why is he and she keep crying.
Okay. Not like the movie.
You don't hear them? You haven't been, this is so random though, but you haven't been in the bed with your child's father or anything like that? Like, you said hello.
That was my favorite.
He said, turn to the side. I hear him. And then it be that mother instance like he not gonna get up fast enough. Yeah.
Well, hey,
let me
because
let me get up.
They start moving. Like you could have got
up. Right.
Like,
but it's cool because when the daylight comes,
I'm out. I'm out.
Get out.
Man.
Get out. Okay. Man. Woo. Oh my gosh. It's so real in motherhood. If you was a mother, say motherhood. Ooh, speak freely. It's a real one. I did want to dang, it was right there top of my head when I was about to ask. It's gonna come to me. You know how when somebody talking though, it's just like you don't want to interrupt them because they in the moment, and it's just like nah, let that flow because I know you're saying a message right now that needs to be heard, you know, and be received in the moment. Dang, it was something that really just clicked though. This is awesome discussion of the ladies in our community. I hope so too. I truly hope so too. It's an awakening. You get what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's something that we do every day. It's we don't get a manual. We don't get a baton. We don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a mother, some moments of life when it's in the moment, we have to be figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes we're just like, okay, I know I should do this as being your mom, but at the same time, it may not be the right thing to do in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes we go off of what we know, how we were raised. And then it's just like, was the way we raised was even the right way?
You start figuring that out in your 20s. I'm like,
in your 20s.
Like, this is odd. And it's like now you
was it really the right way?
And
some things I do use, but then some things I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
I use with people who I've experienced growing up, like going to have to stay house to house and all that throughout the system. What I did take. Gotta be. You gotta be.
So
you gotta be.
You're so beautiful.
I'm a little tweaked out now. You know, we get a little crazy.
We all got that. We all got that.
What I learned is it's okay to not be okay. That's what I mean by tweaked out. It's okay to not be okay. I do have those moments because imagine, you know what I'm saying? Somebody come, it's just like PTSD. You go from war and you come back. You're not the same, but you manage. You learn how to coexist. You learn how to be around people. You learn how to, okay, this is my triggers, and you move. Right. Nobody's flawless, so it's like it's okay for me not to be okay. Yes. Like I had to realize that as a mother, as a human being,
it's
like,
not selfish.
It is okay for me not to be okay, and people can't understand that you're not okay right now, and they hold that against you. There's something wrong with them, not you, because they want perfect, and the reality that's all an illusion. You feel me? Like all of this is an illusion. Everybody you think okay, really doing the worst, and everybody who you think doing the worst is okay. Every homeless person I pass by happy.
Right.
So to me, in my mind, that just looks like, okay, you need to be honest about not being okay, because these people ain't gonna care about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These people ain't gonna care if you one cuckoo over the nest and you lose your mind and
not
care. While you're trying to be so perfect for them, they gonna run you dry. So it's like it's okay for me to be like, no, I'm not okay.
And I totally agree with that. Wholeheartedly. And if I don't have the moments to say that I'm not okay, how can I be right for you? Right. How can I be right for my own children? You get what I'm saying? And again, it can never be selfish to not be okay. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's not waking up happy every single day. You get what I'm saying? My energy that everybody sees when they see the host with the most.
Right.
You think I wake up with this energy all the time, but at the same time, that energy is already inside of me. So when I get around in any environment, in certain spaces, it's like, it's awakening. You know what I'm saying? It rises up. I can't hide it. Then, but if it's my moment where I'm mellow, let me be mellow. You never know what's going on up here. It's okay for me to be like the host with the most. Is okay to be mellow now. You know what I'm saying? I can chill that moment. I ain't always gotta be the It won't be real.
It won't be real. But I told my daughter this the other day. It's okay to get so far in life, right? Yeah. And be like, yo, I'm not okay. So all the way back. It's okay. A lot of people look at that like
it's your life.
A lot of people look at that like, oh my gosh, I got this social media presence and stuff. You're gonna see I fell off. See that I fall off, but you're gonna see that twice as hard how I get back the right way now. You feel me? Like I have a lot of admiration for people who just have consistency.
Yes.
Because consistency doesn't mean that they just all the way went through with ease. It means no matter what obstacle came, they just stay consistent. consistent. They stay consistent. I got to a point in my life where I was last year when I did 40 years over. That was the year where I stopped, and I'm just like, whoa, I gotta go back a few years. I done did this all wrong. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go make this right. So it's like I took time, like, okay, bro, like this relationship ain't going how I'm planning it. My career ain't going the route I wanted to go. My relationship with my children, they seeing me leaving all the time. So let me stop myself and be like, okay, get a wrap around this. I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay, and this is not purely who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gained a lot from my mother's intent. You know what I'm saying? Her actions might have shown me otherwise where I had feelings towards her. It took years. Me and my mom didn't start getting cool, so I joined the military. You know, we have no relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was really hard for me. That was a very hard issue for me as far as like getting close with females, or because it just was hard for me because like the first female I'm supposed to love is just not, it's numb. So it's like a lot of people see you moving around and
don't want you.
Yeah, facts. Let's talk about it. You
didn't even really want you.
Like I feel like once I found out a lot of the truth, it hurt me so much that it's like how I move with females. It was just like if she got that in her,
right?
Y'all might have that in y'all. So it's like I had to like be very or introverted. Yeah. And I went on years like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people only know me because the person I'm dating or my sister or because I was an introvert. Yeah. And it was like I went years building my life up like that because how my mother was, and I thought that was safe. Like if I just keep everybody away from me, I'm safe. Yeah. And then you end up drowning in your own lessons and own thoughts because you didn't get no help. You didn't tell nobody, hey, I'm not okay. You didn't say nothing. You just kept doing what the illusion wanted you to do. Get on social media, post fun pictures, post videos, let y'all know that I'm still popping. Right. Inside bank account like $4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like all this stuff happening, but I gotta keep up with the masses. And now my reality and this illusion don't add up, so then I just crumble and fall apart. Right. And that's what was happening to me. And I'm like, yo, bro, like I gotta get out of this. I gotta do this the right way. First off, set some boundaries.
That part. Heavy on the setting the boundaries.
Right. Learn who you are and set some boundaries. You can't set boundaries based off of what everybody tell you works. Set boundaries off of you personally.
Who can give you advice for your life?
Right.
Will Smith just said a real good speech the other day that clicked. Like nobody can't give you real advice for your life. Right. They can't. And that really had me just sit back and think about when I'm with my friends and when I just say certain things. It is not like whatever I'm receiving from them in the moment, as far as an advice, is wrong. But it's just like real, you get what I'm saying? Just like no, and that's even when me pointing to them. I can't tell you how to live and what moves to make when it comes to your life.
It guides you to it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure it out. But touching base is to that is so real. And the one thing I say and I love and I admire and I just like I appreciate you even sharing this moment right now up here. But the fact of the matter is that you know what I'm saying? You knew what was happening. You took that setback to really evaluate what was happening in the motion of it's happening in your life to say, I gotta reset. Right. And to know it's your life and you able to reset and push forward anytime you want in your life. Ain't no age limit on that. When you got breath, baby, you could do that. Right. You could do that without a doubt. Don't let nobody tell you different. Again, it's nothing like motherhood. Nothing like it. It's still being an individual. It's still being a woman outside of being a mother.
That's a whole nother role. It's a whole nother role to be a woman, but to be a mother. Those are two different
you
roles.
You have to carry yourself in it. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Like when I was a woman, for example, you a woman, you could just fly, you could try what you want to try, you could be in a club, you could learn, you could fuck, you could really do whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could mess up, my dad. You could mess up, you could really do whatever, you could do what you want to do out here, and it's just you responsible for you. Right. But at the same time, you learning what a man might want. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or what a woman might want, and you learning that. And when you become a mother, right, all that gets shut down because now you can't be selfish. I gotta find somebody that fits them, not just me. I gotta make sure they like you. I gotta make sure. So now I can't just pick the fine one. I can't pick the one to say stuff that's clever I gotta
Lord
really
have
find
mercy.
out internally if you are who you say you are. So now my process is 10 times longer than that of a single woman, because now my kids have to be okay with you. You have to fit the mold of the family. You gotta be able to be a household. You can't just leave it stuff popping.
And
because
please
I
don't
need
want
a
no more
household.
kids.
Right.
Please.
Right. Come with your own. Please.
Tubes are tied. Tubes are tied. That's the last one.
Double dot.
Hey, listen, put a grip on it. That is it.
We're not going for the girl.
No, man. I ain't going for no girl.
I'm done.
I am done. For and done. Knock them out the park. Listen.
Go for the girl.
I'm not, and I said in public and somebody out there, I spoke freely and I said what I just say. Ain't nobody have no more kids. And I'm not, who about to get them untied to have a baby?
Yeah, that's
Listen, I ain't tell y'all my age and I'm not gonna tell y'all my age. Okay? So at the end of the day, with my age that y'all don't know yet, I'm not doing that. I'm going places. I don't have that time. Okay?
my bags are packed.
Yeah, packed, okay?
Take it raw. Summer is coming.
It's,
I have time for
listen,
this.
summer is
You hear
coming,
me?
okay?
You hear me?
Baby, wow.
It's the wrong time for me to be outside. I'm outside now in the summer.
Nah, with the kids at some moments, and at the same time, you see us with all them so what? We having a good time. We are able to have those moments, and we deserve those moments. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless of what, and that's a good thing that you touch bases on the social media like though too, because people think that you have to broadcast everything.
Right.
When it comes to the kids, relationships, when it comes to things that you're doing, when it comes to anything, social media don't need to know it all. I choose to let you in. I choose to tell you certain things. I choose. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice. But what I decide to let y'all know, what I let y'all see. And if you paint a scenario and a picture of what you've seen thus far, keep it. Okay? Keep it. Because you really don't know. I don't know the real.
I don't even post my kids. I don't even play like that. Because people are just so weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's been situations where I've been dealing with family. You know what I'm saying? Being around other people. Where somebody will take somebody else's kid and because they mad at the person, start cracking on the kid and making jokes about the kid. Bro, I will kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even play like that. Like, y'all get mad at each other and start throwing children in it. And I'm like, bro, like.
But why did you stoop that low to even just try to even mention?
Because they're low. They're low people. And it's like, I've seen that situation happen, or just with this whole pedophilia thing, people go to see him when your kid go to school, then they follow him. It just be so much going on. It's like, look, I don't even post about my life that much.
Right.
I'm not even putting my children on here. I don't even like y'all. I'm only on here because I need to make a living. I really don't care about social media like that. When I see people they update me and stuff, I'm like, man, I gotta learn how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I really fell out of that loop. Like, I took a whole 3-year hiatus from social media, no Facebook. When that
3 years without it?
no social media. Ooh. No, I just got social media in 20.
That's a good cleanse, though.
I got social media in 2020. If you look at my old photo, it goes
I
back to
really,
2020.
oh my gosh.
Like, I went 3 years in solitude. I had no idea. My friends could tell you they couldn't find me nowhere. Nobody knew where I was at. I'm in the same city. Feel me? People just thought I moved or picked up it. But that was cool for me because I needed time to do a lot of shadow work. You feel me? Like you said.
And people don't know how deep that is. And
right.
how real that is. You have to.
Right. And I think I was so caught up in the fact that because I'm an introverted person, I base a lot of my social battery on social media. Because it's like, I don't want to go outside. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. They have a party, let me watch it on live. I feel like I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being around people. And I knew that was because my upbringing. Like, that happened to me. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you real fragile when the people who supposed to bring you in this world hurt you. It's like, now you don't really trust people outside of that. You got to work on trusting them when you just start seeing little red flags. And now you in your head, it's trauma. You feel me? So it's like, I took
when you get past that.
Right. So
when you get past that.
It's different. It's different. Right.
Nobody can really play and do a lot of things to you. I know you're about to touch on something real deep though too, but it's just like that.
That's a good one.
No, when you get past and accept a lot of things, accept that my mother would never be the mother I would want her to be to me.
Right.
She would never be that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the mother that she was supposed to be to me, and the mother I'm supposed to be to my kids. Nobody can ever take that away from me. Nobody can take that away from me. My love for my kids is enormous, gigantic. You understand? Like it's out of this world. And then the thing is though, when you don't get so much poured into you and you create life to someone else,
come on, touch on it.
It be so real and so deep to the point where it's like, I gotta give you everything that I wanted to feel and more. Ain't no limitation on anything you're supposed to have and supposed to receive when it comes to me being your mother.
Because now you understand what happened. I'm looking at my child and I ain't got no choice. I'm like, yo, I
have none.
I am gonna, and you made a choice when you looked at me. So now I have a complete understanding now. And I can't hold nothing against you because I was holding that for so long. It wasn't up until my last relationship. I'm gonna be honest. I was still dealing with my mother's ways. You feel me? Yeah. My mom, she suffers from mental health. Same thing, the whole schizophrenia, the whole bipolar. Like she struggles with that. So she don't trust nobody. We was raised in isolation. You feel me? We didn't get to have friends. We didn't get to go outside. My mom double locked us in the house, padlocked us in the house. Like we went through some crap. You feel me? So now I get in my relationships. I feel like in order for somebody to do right, love me, I gotta be padlocked in the house. I gotta do that. And I'm learning that this is not. You know what I'm saying?
This is not right. This is not right.
This is not love.
And this, and then this is with somebody that you actually intimate with. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different level. That's a whole
right. Because now they like, what's up with you? And they looking at you like you really got a problem instead of seeing. This is why it's important when you date people to know their upbringing. You gotta know their mom and dad and relationship, because if you don't, you will really be holding stuff against a person when they really figuring it out.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? And we figure it out a lot in our adulthood, though. You know what I'm saying? Because in our childhood, we go through so much. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Motherhood Speak Freely is giving a part 2. It's giving a part 2. I'm not gonna lie. It's giving a part 2. And we might do it off the camera, okay? Because for real, this is real deep. This is real speak freely, coming from the heart and being very transparent in the moment and just speaking from the real. You get what I'm saying? And the fact that we're speaking and talking about so much that have happened, we have healed and accepted a lot of things in our lives that we once didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't easy. It was a transition that we had to make and we had to actually go through. It was obstacles that we had to face, that we had to grow through. You know what I'm saying? And the growth that we are facing and we are actually going through now, it's just making us better. It's making us amazing women, phenomenal mothers that I already stated from the beginning that we are. And regardless of what we may feel in temporary moments, we still keep our head held high. Them kids is still loving who we are to them and everything that we give and everything that they have received. Yes, tune in, baby girl. Tune in, baby girl. But oh man, it's getting so close to us having to wrap up pretty soon. But before we wrap up, I definitely want to ask my good sis, tell me one thing really quick that comes to the top of your head that starts where you are in life, that comes to the top of your head where you are in life with the letter E.
Gotta say evolving. I'm always evolving. Right? Whether it's going through something bad and seeing how it played out because it's teaching me, or going through something good so I can learn and be a teacher to others. I'm always evolving. Always evolving. Yeah.
You heard that, right? You heard that, right? She's a queen. If you know what I mean, say speak freely. Run them comments all the way up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, truly considering doing a part 2 for motherhood though, because it did get deep. We just touched the surface. If you want to get technical, we really touched the surface. We ain't really spinning around the way we wanted to. But at the same time, we appreciate everybody that actually tuned in. We appreciate anybody that, sent the comments, sent the likes and all that. Speak freely. Thank you, Prada. Right. She was tuned in the whole time. Much love and appreciated. Much love on that though. But again, let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Ivory, EYEBRY 333. That's the third eye.
Woo! And we are.
I like that. We'll be having some time.
Woo! Yes, sir.
like this. I 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 like this.